Okay, welcome to Creative Writing today. Today we're going to go over basically how writers integrate or introduce heroes and villains in their writing. So today we're going to kind of go through the process of how to engage in this assignment. It's kind of like a 5 session process, so it may take a week or two. Um, but I will periodically have different videos kind of accentuating the different steps. So let's start with step number one. So step number one is we need to go over to our apps. So for you guys, mine has basically a setup here, but go to your app store, okay? And when you do, I want you to click on store and go to Google Classroom and hit enter. What you're going to find here is this one right here called Google Classroom, and I want you to download it to your computer. Okay? Once you've downloaded Google Chrome, the Classroom, then you should be able to go into your apps and it'll be right here. And what I would like for you to do is when you click on it, it's going to introduce you to the site, and it'll have a home page that'll look similar to what you're seeing here. However, it's going to say over to the right, are you a teacher or a student? So what I would like for you to do is click on student. Now once you click on student, it'll basically have, and you have your creative writing. So for instance, when you get in there, you are going to use this code right here. And you will type in as a student TVNIMD3. That's going to be your code. When you type that in, that will give you access into the creative writing Moodle, or I should say Google Classroom. Okay? And then once you get in there, I'll be able to see you. All right? And I'll be able to put information in here for you. Okay? So as far as the students are, as far as that's concerned in this, again, when you get to the home page, you will have basically a creative writing, and that's the one that I want you to click on to go to, and that's basically going to be here. Now what will happen is you will find that when you're here, okay, there will be assignments here, or upcoming assignments that will be labeled and written for you, and you can simply open the folder to go get the current assignments that you will be doing. And you can use your Google Docs or you can use your Google Drive. It's really up to you on what you want to do to get the assignment. And as you can see, for your creative writing, you will have your drive. This is the classroom and this is the one you're in. You can drop your files right here, okay, in order if there's an assignment that you need to submit or turn in to me. Okay, so for all practical purposes right now, I don't have the assignment up, but I'm going to here in a second. And what I want you to do is on the assignment, basically, when you go into the class, you will see the class itself, okay, and the assignment that you'll have to do. All right, so once you're set up in creative writing, then today what I would like for you to do is click on the assignment. And when you get to the assignment, then let me open it so you can see what it looks like. The assignment will be called Tracking the Way Writers Develop Heroes and Villains. Now this is, like I said, a 5 session one. So what we will do with this is we are going to take it step by step. So today the first part is kind of like the reading session. So what I want you to do is I want you to read the overview, which introduces the first type of character, which is a villain, and we chose Darth Vader. And also we've also examined Harry Potter. Okay, so just like you have a villain, you'll also have some heroes, and we'll kind of put it to practice as far as that goes. When you look at your objectives and what you're going to do, you're going to explore basically character development of these characters, the protagonist and the antagonist, hero, villain. You're going to complete a character analysis using a reading log. You are going to design posters and a presentation to share with us, and then you're going to kind of draw a conclusion about how the author develops it. So you can see that there's a lot of different things. So this is going to be a big assignment with all little assignments that make it up, one step at a time. So our first one is seeing the instructional plan, which is your resources. And the thing about this is you can simply hover your mouse over it, hit the control button, and then hit enter, or hit your mouse clicker, and it will open up what you are going to be doing. So session 1, we're going to review the 3 elements of characterization, and we will have it on this sheet. We have our physical appearance, which is basically what does the character look like, and actions and speech and behavior of the character. I mean, how do they project? How do they act? Body language, the way they speak, the type of facial expressions, those are important. And then, of course, the interaction with other characters. This is also very important as well, the interaction of a character. And so you have what's called the protagonist, who's usually the hero of the story. The antagonist, which is it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. I mean, an antagonist could be cancer, it could be society, it could be the gods are against you, it doesn't matter. But an antagonist is really the villain in all sense. The dialogue is the conversation that the characters have with each other, which is important. And remember that what a stereotype is, a character that is oversimplified, okay? A stereotype is kind of like a jock, a cheerleader, a teacher. You get your own main idea from it when you're looking at them. Okay, so going back here, we reviewed that. And you're going to apply details of these elements as you brainstorm facts about this character, Darth Vader, in the Star Wars movie. So before you can do that, you need to have some background information. So here you can go to Wikipedia and take a look at it. You could also go to the Darth Vader entry in the Star Wars databank. Also, I'd like you to review kind of like where Darth Vader ranks in the entire film industry on total top 100 evil characters. You might find some of your favorite ones there. And then you have the AFI definitions of heroes and villains. What we're going to do is then we are going to go to this site here, which is going to allow us the opportunity to, before we can actually start writing on Vader, learning a little bit about him. And so we'll go to the NPR website, and there is an article there that has a dialogue about the character. It explains it, and basically what we can do is we will listen to it here, and it will play it along with the reading of it, so we can read along with the audio as well. Or you can download the audio if you wish as well. That's really up to you. If you download it, you simply right click and you'll save it, and then it'll open it up for you. So if I opened it up right now, there it is, and I can just simply play it. So once it starts playing, I want you to listen to it, and it'll give you an idea. It'll have actual sound bites from the story or from the movie, and it'll describe in really good humor the character himself, so you can understand a little bit. So if you've never seen Darth Vader or Star Wars or anything like that, you'll understand what it's about once you go to there. Okay, so then going back to here, once you get to that point, you'll be able to do some of these things that asks you to create. So for instance, it's asking you to brainstorm facts about his character and what you see. That's what you'll be able to do on this part right here. Okay, then after you listen to it, you're going to return to your list that you have, and then what you're going to do is then you're going to go into looking at development character assignment. So if you click on that, it'll open it up, and this is kind of what it's going to describe on what we are going to be doing, our goal, which is when we are finished reading, I'm going to give you a choice of choosing a comic book that I have placed, and you're going to read that comic book, and from that comic book, individually, not as a group, you're going to create a poster that outlines the details about the characters and present what you found to the class. Now, not in front of the class, we're going to do it digitally, but we'll get to that later, so don't panic. So that's what this assignment's going to be kind of about at the beginning. So be sure that when I give you your comic book and stuff like that, you are thinking about the characters who are good or evil, because sometimes they're hard to find, and sometimes you can oversimplify. An evil character can actually turn out to be a good character in the end, but technically they're both. So for session 1, that is what you're going to be doing on Monday for this part of the instruction.